Hello, I am JSC. In this video series, I will be sharing my mission of developing as a beginning indie game developer and developing my own games. To give a bit of background, I have existing experience. To roughly list it, I have an interest or skill in technology, design, art, graphic design, problem solving, creativity, and video games, of course. Currently, I am in the middle of an intro computer science course in which a professor brilliantly teaches Java, the programming language. If you haven't heard from my Twitter, I announced that I was going to be learning the Godot Engine. So check out my Twitter for more info and future updates. But yeah, I will be learning it by following the 11-hour Ultimate Godot Introduction tutorial by ClearCode. Previously, I have actually learned the basics of Unreal Engine, 4 to be specific, so I have further existing knowledge around a proper game engine. I also use AutoCAD for architectural design classes, and in the earlier days, it was Roblox Studio. Anyways, let's get on with it. The first stop was learning the basics, which was pretty easy. It consisted of how to set up a project and learning about scenes and nodes, which was similar to the recording program OBS due to the visibility eye and the different types of nodes you can select and use in a scene. The UI was familiar to get a hand on because it was similar to every program that I have used, such as AutoCAD, Unreal Engine, and Roblox Studio. To be specific, the coordinate and 2D editor was like AutoCAD. The windows that manages the specific properties were like Unreal Engine and Roblox Studio. This made the progress of learning a little faster. However, it was my first time learning about the concept of a child and parent, as I was used to groupings like on File Explorer. It was interesting though. Something about this tutorial I really liked was the exercises. It keeps your brain actively learning and it tests your concepts that you have learned instead of just copying step by step. At the next point, I learned about the basics of programming in this game engine. The language is GDScript, and I learned it was pretty much Python, so oh boy, I'll be learning Python. I saw familiar things from learning Java, which were variables, data types, and naming conventions like camel case. That was pretty much it, as I haven't finished learning Java. When coding, I found that it was easier than using JGrasp, an IDE for Java, because there wasn't that much assistance or suggested code that would help me to code faster in JGrasp. I also found it interesting that I didn't have to compile first before building. It was pretty much auto-compiles with instant error messages. I found some concepts interesting, like how delta is needed for most things like movement. For the exercises, all of them in this section were a little bit tricky. Almost all the time I thought I had a clear solution, but it would not work, which made me say the programmer line, "Why is this not working?" So at the end, I would just continue on to find out what you are supposed to do. There were a lot of things that I needed help understanding. He taught the tutorial on programming as if we knew programming already, so it was kind of unrelatable, but I'll learn and master it eventually. So far, learning the Godot engine has been smooth, interesting, and fun because of my past skills and experiences. It is also fun because it is finally something that I am learning and am interested in. In comparison to the Unreal Engine, I find it easier to pick up the tools of Godot than Unreal Engine because of the complex tools Unreal Engine 4 has. I had no problem learning Unreal Engine 4, but this was way easier. This shows how hard Unreal Engine is to learn. I saw familiar things that I have learned while learning GDScript due to my time learning Java. So far, there's a lot to learn, so stay tuned on Mission Develop. Check out my Twitter, where I converse and post extra content like my video series pitch, or updates like the first time I opened Godot. I will possibly tease a section of my next episode soon, so drop a follow. Also visit my YouTube page and subscribe for the next episode.